Alrighty, we're back in here in the office and we're ready to work some more. You know, as the kids say nowadays, it's time to get that bread. So let this run for a little bit while I was gone, and you see we got a little thing finished here. And I was noticing that we've got a bunch of stuff that we don't need anymore. So this thing right here, that's the old, not that one. That's the old redstone looking thing. I think that's what they called it. Yeah, the glider. So that's done, which means we can get rid of everything that is associated with it. But I think before we start cleaning up, we need to get other stuff working so that we can, you know, keep trucking along here. So, pardon me. I think rather than editing all this, well, we could do that. I was thinking of just slicing it in half right in front of the gate there, but we're going to need to add stuff to it here later, so we might as well slice it here. So that means we need to cut it a certain way. We might need to rotate it first. If we destroy... yeah, we'll have to rotate it. This way. And then we destroy one half. Is that the right shape? Yeah, it looks right. Okay, cool. That's easy peasy. So we can... oops. Oh, there we go. And then just connect it all together like before. So that's an easy thing to get working right away. And it'll take a little bit to get updated into the hub here, but at the very least that's getting started. Because I know that this other one is going to be a little more difficult to get off the ground. Especially because we're dealing with shapes we haven't really dealt with yet. Like whatever this is. I don't know what they call it. R? Wait. Right. It's... oh, I don't need that. Anyways. So we have to find that shape eventually. But for now, it's just a red circle. I mean, a red square and a blue square. Which... unfortunately, I think we deleted all that stuff we had before with red and blue squares. There's blue squares. Is there something we could piggyback off of here for that? I don't want to interrupt this because it's, you know, a legacy shape or whatever. And that's the normal milestone shape. What is all this empty space here? It's nothing. Alright, so maybe we do just find the shapes ourselves and then... no, hold on. Let's do some future proofing. So we're going to need green eventually and that one weird shape. So let's find a place where we can do all of it together. So like here's that weird shape and all three colors. So if we can get some squares working, maybe there's a more convenient spot. See, there's the weird shape too. This one looks better right here. We got blue, red, and green, and then we could cut this one apart for its one little bit. Because each one of those little bits is going to have to get, you know, cut around separately. So let's start with... it's probably going to take us the rest of the time here. Also got to remind myself how to... no, hold on. Shape... okay, hold on. I'm just confusing myself. Alright, shape miner, and then we'll just do that. Okay, so what we need here is a place to cut apart just squares. Because we're going to need 4 different color squares. So let's make something that can just slice all those apart. We might actually need one of these instead. So let's think about it here. Let's go ahead and get a whole conveyor belt's worth of stuff sent over. And then we'll bring it up and over here just for the sake of it. So if we cut it apart, we're going to need to cut it apart again and then separate all 4. So really for now, we need to just send 2 to one spot and 2 to another. But I think cutting all 4 apart is going to be a good thing. So after we do that, I think we can condense it by, so that's 2. If we bring this one up and then have it rotated and cut apart, that's the other 2. So what we can do is have this go a couple times and then bring in like blue over here and red over here. Which, you know what, I'm kind of thinking I don't want to underestimate how much space I need. How many points do we need to get that the square shape one? 90. All right. No, that's 3 by 3. I guess 12 for this. Yeah, we're still a ways away. All right, that's fine. We'll have to deal with what we got here. So let's do that instead. We'll have that come in like so. And I guess we'll have red come in on one side. Which one's closer? Blue can come in on the bottom. Yeah, for now. And we'll have red come in on the top. Well, again, we might need to separate some stuff. So, right, a shape can come in this way. Let's have them both come in like this. We can have red on one and blue on the other. So that means blue can come in on the top there. So if we do that, we really just need the one. Right? So a pump and a pipe all the way to here. Then we need a space pipe all the way to there. And that is the one on the right. So when that comes in, you just have it pump in like so. And then, yeah, that could work, right? So what my thought was is if that's the right button. If I just copy this like so, I'm thinking this works. Why is that like that? Oh, okay, I copied the ramp and I pasted it on the wrong square. I'm wondering how well this feeds out. Like, can the one conveyor belt sufficiently feed into all 4? I guess we'll find out. So for the time being, see this button, there we go. We'll take these ones and pump them into here. The pipe doesn't work because I put it the wrong way. There we go. Alright, so that is making blues. Those darn dirty blues. And then we can have the top ones probably all the way down like that. So we can feed the other ones over and not get interfered with like the... Oh, you know what? I need to have them all one direction, I think. Or somehow separate them, because there's no way to... Yeah, and I chose not to get wires. Okay, that's fine. We can fix that. So, oops. Let's trash what we've got going here. And we'll trash all those when they come out. So we need to... I guess it doesn't matter. This way? So they're all the same? Then we'll have to rotate them. Rotate them back to their right spots whenever it's time. I'm going to take this whole thing and scoot it back a little bit. Just scoot it back one. There, that goes straight across. same thing here. Yeah, let's rotate them this way, I guess. Oh wait, that's perfect actually. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we had to do reds together and blues together, but this is exactly what we need. Alright, I was, for once, no, that was still overthinking. Never mind. Alright, we need reds. Red colors, I mean. It's gonna take a little longer. Oop, wrong way. And get a pump going. Like so. That'll work. It's my bad, but it's fine. Okay, and then the space pipe going all the way over to right there. So when it gets here, it'll come up through there. Alright, we can stop with the trashing. Why is that not working anymore? Oh, because the reds aren't flowing. Oh, whoops. My bad. Yeah, I forgot that's all dependent on each other, so. Alright, in the meantime, we can get our stacker array figured out. I don't... Yeah, I suppose we'll leave a little bit of space. I don't know. Let's take 8 stackers, so... These ones can conveniently just come in there, and then... These ones will come down and up, I guess. And then over here like that. So as soon as that red gets here... What is that? You guys see that? Oh, it's a big old diamond flying around. What is that thing? Holy cow. I've never really looked at like the scenery very much. There's all sorts of islands and stuff down there too. This is crazy. Okay, well, waiting on the red, I'm pretty confident that this should give us exactly what we need. So let's get that started on its way out. Back to the hub. So we need a space. Where is the hub again? Oh, it's that way. Oops. Well, that's probably fine, right? We can just... No, hold on. Can we do this? Oh, you can't connect. That's right. You can't connect a curve to a bridge. So there we go. And from here we can go all the way over to somewhere. We can actually take over this part. Like do this and then delete this, because we're deleting all this anyway, right? I don't think we need to actually delete like this part, maybe? Like maybe that's useful sometime in the future, but like all this stuff we don't need anymore because that whole shape is not being used. So everything from all that can go. Nope. I don't want it like that. I want this. Now when it's said and done, which one is it coming out of? It's not being made yet, so I can't tell. Oh, nice, of course. It's supposed to tell me, but it didn't. There we go. Alright, so that is the one on the right facing forward. So, yeah, that should be this one. And it even tells me. Alright. There we go. That is another task completed. Almost in time for us to need to start on the next one. So, that should be feeding in and get ready to go. And then as soon as it's done, like, we just have to do the same thing with circles. Which... might have to be done closer to the hub, actually. I'm looking at it. I forgot we need circles, to be totally honest. Yeah, maybe perhaps we do take a one segment out of here. We'll do that later. That's probably a tomorrow option, to be honest. Because I think we can probably move on to a new shape, which would be this one. So that's 3 blue squares and 1 of that. What is that shape called? It's called a W. I don't know what that means. Does it tell me here? What is this one? Come on, man. Anyways. So 3 blue squares and the W. Or the, I don't know, the curve. When they're all together, it looks kind of like a... You know, I'm not sure what it looks like, to be honest. This one's close. Oh, look at this, right here. This is the whole shape we need right here. Let's see what we need in the future. Yeah, that doesn't seem too bad. We just dye this blue and send it in. Then we dye something similar green right after that. Yeah, that can't be too bad, right? Am I underthinking it or overthinking it? What's the next one? It's the blueprint shape, but green. I know that shape exists out there somewhere. What I'm not a fan of is spreading out my stuff too much, you know what I mean? Like, sure, I'm going to find the shape that I need. It's right here. I can dye it blue. That's not a problem, but like having to pipe in something else at the rate it takes to pipe stuff is just not really feasible. Like, look, here's the blueprint shape, and it's already half green. And the further we get, like, the crazier things look. There's a whole blueprint shape there. Yeah, I'm just not seeing an easy way to do this. So, I guess I'll get started on it. I wish there was a way to... Oh, this is perfect. Well, we don't need to do that. I wish there was a way to use the swapper to swap just one corner of a shape instead of a halves of them. Because that feels like it'd be a little easier. But I guess for the time being, we'll just take this like so and work it. I don't know. I mean, this one's gonna be pretty easy. I mean, this is not like the old factory where the travel time wasn't really all that much. And again, I'm probably not doing this in the most efficient way that I can. But right now, I don't really know what other way to do it. Invert that. Perfect. Actually, let's just move this whole thing up. So it lines up a little more like that. Yep, and that's it. And that's free. Wait, where are those going? Yeah. It's kind of unfortunate. I'm gonna have to have it do its own thing here. Yep, it works. Is that the right spot? No, I didn't even connect to the right thing at all. Nice one. Oops. Is our blue still not here? Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's the rightmost one facing forward. So we actually need it to connect through here. And that should give us the shape we're looking for. Eventually, I hope. Now, there's really not much else to do. I mean, I could get started on a new one, but I feel like pretty soon we're going to need some sort of like, you know, universal machine of some sort. Things I can turn on and off and stacking any way I need to, rather than specifically making every single shape. Because these are getting so complicated now that I'm not sure the way we're doing it is going to be super convenient anymore. Like, we don't have the wires and stuff unlocked, so we can't do a whole, like, make anything machine like we were doing before. Or that, you know, that I found in my factory before. My thought was we probably need the third floor. And maybe basic wiring, but even then, like, we definitely need the logic gates and the simulated stuff, and this probably. Yeah, see what I mean? The vortex delivery trains. Right, that's a whole lot of stuff in the future, but I think it's possible to get this figured out just with some sort of, like, you know, we physically go over there and connect stuff rather than, you know what I mean? Like, before there was some little bit to that machine where it was able to check what shape you needed in order to allow certain things, but that part would come down on us. Like, we would have to be the ones to go and be like, okay, what shape do I need to connect these two? And what would be there already is the infrastructure. Which I don't think will be too difficult. It would just take a lot of time, and I don't know if I have all the time for that. So I guess we'll see. This is kind of all we had planned for today. I guess we get started on the next part of this. Just needs red squares. See, this is something that was with something else, I thought. Am I misremembering? I thought, oh no, we did that with blue. Oh, that's what it is. I see. So, thank you. Now we need red squares and gray squares to go on top of those. And those are these ones. Yeah, that can be done. I think if we put this here, we can essentially copy this entire setup. Because it'll put gray on top of red, right? So we can copy that whole setup and just hook it together. We just need red, which is over here. Yeah, not the most convenient, but that's doable, I think. So let's see. So all the way to right here, like that is a perfect setup. And it doesn't quite fit. I knew it. That's fine. We could do one of these. Wrong button. There we go. But we want to invert it. Right, so it goes this way. So we can put it here. That'll work. And then it's just whole squares going into that. So if I put a shape miner here, we're feeding in 4 conveyor belts. So I do need extenders. Almost lost my train of thought there. Okay. Alright, that should feed all 4 of those. And then we just gotta get some red into the rightmost ones. Can we piggyback the red off of here? I mean, kinda. We have these extenders, right? Yeah. So yeah, here's what we can do. So instead of interfering with this one, let's move this to that, like so. Right, and have this one come into this. And then we need one more extender. Oh, and pumps. Can't forget the pumps. One more. Oh, let's do it this way, actually. Sorry. Right, and then so that'll do that. And then we can have this offshoot like so. But then there won't take over. I think that works. Does that work? There, so now the other stuff gets... Oh, it still does that. Oh, that's so weird. And kind of annoying, to be honest. Well, crap. What do we do there, then? Well, you know what? Let's leave it like that. I think it's... Eventually this will back up, and that one that needs to go this way will fill back up again. But this isn't using it enough for that to be necessary anyway. So, when this red eventually makes it... So we've already seen it a little bit, right? Eventually makes it here. And we should start seeing the right shape. Right? As soon as the red comes in, it'll show us what shape it's going to make. Come on now. There it is. If we connect it. Come on, man. That's the wrong way. What am I doing? What? It's not telling me what's gonna happen. Oh, hold on. It's... What am I doing wrong? Oh, this thing switches stuff. Wait, what? That's not what I need. I just need the one stacker. So it makes its own... Okay, hold on. Forget that. And forget all this. Oh, they're doing it the wrong way. I see what's going on. Okay, so I didn't need to do 2 of these. Way to go, Barrett. You have flippin' dingus. I probably do need it at some point. But what really needs to happen is the outputs need to be switched. So these conveyor belts will go all the way there. These ones will come up and be here. No, hold on. Stop doing that. There. So there's that. Wait, that's fine. You can still do that and come up, but instead, everyone's getting cut. Right? Okay, again, I probably don't need one of these, or both of these right now. So for the time being, just these ones are all going to get destroyed. Right, and which side of these? Those are down, so I need to rotate them. Give me the old Rupert treatment. Then we can combine, come all the way over into a new stacking array. Stacking, I said. And then you'll come over here. We'll go over like this. To here, up and down. There, that's the right shape. There. We got a few incorrect ones from when I was messing things up. Yeah, that's why you're not paying attention. I didn't realize that we had to... The first shape of these was like them alternated. And this one's not going to be like that. Okay, so that's going to connect to the same conveyor belt we already have. So that eventually will get fed in and start working. This one finished while we were waiting. And it's about time to go anyway. So, alright, we do have some work to get done next time. And hopefully we might get trains by then. But I'm not really holding my breath because we're not the most efficient. Not the most efficient machine going on here. Why is that exactly? Am I just bad? Because I'm not feeding enough red anymore. That's fine. That should back up eventually, right? Yeah, it is starting to back up. So... Right, I see. Well, that's fine, I guess. Eventually, this will back up, like I was saying. All the way up to here. It's going to take a while. Yeah, that's what's going on. So when that backs up, this will be a full conveyor belt again. Or a full pipe again. Then we'll be making these compass pieces in, like, the right speed. Which will feed these ones, which will... Okay, so we'll be fine. Again, that's going to just take time. So, okay, for now, that is good for me. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up, get clocked out, and I'm out of here.